Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer makes new demand concerning his trial. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got in early this morning. As our headline for this morning says here that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer makes new demand concerning his trial. Well, the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), has appealed to the Nigerian government to get the IPOB leader released on bail or provide conducive environment for his trial. Mr. Kanu, who is facing terrorism charges, has been in detention since he was repatriated to Nigeria from Kenya in June 2021 under controversial circumstances. The legal team made the appeal during a press conference in Abuja on Wednesday. Aloy Jimako, a team member and special counsel to the IPB leader, uploaded a video clip of the press conference to his Facebook page Thursday morning. At the press conference, Jude Ugwani, a member of the legal team, said the federal government should release Mr. Kanu on bail and to end insecurity in the southeast. If the federal government should consider the insecurity in the southeast and be aware that their primary responsibility is to secure the lives and property of the citizens, they should allow this man Nnamdi Kanu either bail or give him enough room to discuss with his lawyers to effectively defend himself, Mr. Ugwani said. The lawyer argued that keeping Mr. Kanu in detention has contributed to the insecurity in the country, particularly in the southeast. The southeasterners are the worst victims of this insecurity that beveiled the nation. I have lost a brother who was a final year law student to this insecurity. As a result of this insecurity, I cannot even travel to my village, said Mr. Ugwani. The lawyer hails from Enugu, Ezike in Igbo Eze, North Council area of Enugu State. The reason why Nnamdi Kanu asked the judge to rescue herself. Justice Binta Nwankwo of the Federal High Court announced her withdrawal from the IPB's leader trial on 24 September. This was in response to a request by Mr. Kanu, who had accused her of bias. During the press conference on Wednesday, Mr. Ejimako stressed that Mr. Kanu made the request because Mrs. Nwankwo allegedly disobeyed a Supreme Court ruling which reportedly okayed the IPB leader's bail. The special counsel also said Mr. Kanu lost confidence in Mrs. Nwankwo after the judge insisted that the trial should go on despite repeated complaints that the State Security Service SSS facility where the IPB leader was being detained was affecting his preparation for defense. The SSS seizes our legal documents. The SSS listens to our conversation. With Kanu, these things led to extraordinary court order by the then Federal High Court judge handling the case that we are provided with a clean room, free from secret listening devices, to be effective in preparing him for trial confidently. That clean room was not provided, Mr. Ejimako said. Well, and the SSS continues to indirect our documents each time we go there. Under 36 of the Nigerian Constitution, this is wrong. A defendant is entitled as a constitutional right to the adequate facility to prepare his defense and interact with his counsel in an atmosphere of confidentiality. Another member of the legal team, Ina Ejiofor, said that Mr. Kanu's request was not out of disrespect to the court, but completely an exercise of his right as prescribed in the country's constitution. Once you're before a court and you do not have that feeling your fundamental rights are being protected by the court, then you have the right to request the judge to rescue herself, Mr. Ejiofor said. Background: Mr. Kanu was first arrested in 2015 under the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari. The Court of Appeal Abuja on 13th of October 2022 held that IPB leader was extraordinary rendition to Nigeria and that the action was a flagrant violation of the country's extradition treaty and also a breach to his fundamental human rights. The court therefore struck out the terrorism charges filed against Mr. Kanu by the Nigerian government and ordered his release from DSS facility. But the government refused to release the IPB leader, insisting that that is Kanu, could be unavailable in subsequent court proceeding. If we realized and that his release would cause insecurity in the southeast, where he comes from. The government, through his office of the Attorney General of the Federation, later appealed the court's ruling and subsequently obtained an order at the Supreme Court staying the execution of the judgment. Delivering judgment on the appeal on 15 December 2023, the Supreme Court reversed the acquittal granted to Mr. Kanu by the lower court and subsequently ordered the continuation of his trial at the Federal High Court, Abuja. And that is all we have for you guys concerning this headline today this morning, which says that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer makes new demand concerning his trial. Well, you had it for me this morning, and if you're not a subscriber, the best you can do right here and right now is to tap that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like on the video to get more updates concerning this in the next future to come. Well, what do you have to say concerning all this Nnamdi Kanu drama? Because this lawyer, not Alajimako, is saying that the president now, the president and the presidency has done one of the worst things by isolating Kanu for good. He says that isolating Kanu for good just because of he told Justice Binta Nwankwo to step down from his case due to that he does not trust that Justice Binta is doing the opposite of doing what she's doing. Yes, it's actually doing the opposite. She's handpicking the judiciary. She's not even following the law. He says that this alone will not solve the insecurity problem in the southeastern Nigeria. So he explained that southeasterners are the main victims of this insecurity. The lawyer even went on further saying that he himself has lost a brother just to the insecurity problem in the southeast. He said he's from Enugu State, and yes, he has lost a brother just because of this insecurity in the southeast. He demanded the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He demanded that Nnamdi Kanu should be put on bail or released unconditionally because that's his right. That's his right. Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything for you guys to just isolate him like this. And now the federal government is, will I call it wickedness, just because of he shouted on being Tawan code, and now he's now known as, I don't just understand. I don't just understand. The reason why he shouted on the judge to rescue herself is because of he does not trust her anymore. He does not trust her. He was accusing her of doing the opposite of actually what a judge is supposed to do. Instead of it to say the truth and account for the law, you are doing the opposite. You are in favor of the federal government. You are always in favor of the federal government. That is the reason behind all these shenanigans that happened. And now look at where it has gotten us to. Drop a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button so that anytime I have any new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.